Since winning their last championship at Super Bowl 30 in January of 1996, the Dallas Cowboys are 3-11 in the postseason and have failed to advance past the divisional round of the playoffs. Of these 11 defeats, which ranks as the most disappointing? Let's count down the full list, from least disappointing to most. Number 11. The Dallas Cowboys shocked the football world in 2003 by winning 10 games and qualifying for the postseason for the first time in 4 years. But before kickoff of their wild-card playoff game against Carolina, first-year head coach Bill Parcells could sense the uphill battle that faced his young squad, as was evidenced by this discussion with veteran safety Darren Woodson.
And just keep them positive. No matter what happens, you keep them positive.
Parcells' fears that the playoff stage would be too much for his team was justified. Carolina went after rookie cornerback Terrence Newman early and often, finding frequent success.
Moved to spring free into Cowboy territory, being chased to the end zone and is knocked down just short of the end zone. Pete Hunter able to save the touchdown.
Thanks to some strong red zone defense, the Cowboys were still close in the second quarter, and the offense was finally moving. But that's when veteran running back Richie Anderson made an uncharacteristic blunder.
Category. And the biggest guy is Chris Jenkins because he gets so much push in the middle.
And he blocks catch two, but Anderson then coughs the ball up at the 11-yard line, and Carolina has it.
Carolina pounced on the fumble and never looked back, romping in the second half to an easy 29-10 victory. Number 10. The Dallas Cowboys dynasty of the 1990s went up in the smoke of a Metrodome train wreck. One of two 8-8 teams to qualify for the NFC playoffs in 1999, the Cowboys started fast against the favored Vikings.
Always does that on shotgun.
Pitch back to Emmett. And Smith breaks away from the pack. Emmett Smith still going. Smith down the sideline. He could go all the way. Emmett Smith's out of bounds at about the 3.
With his left hand right in the face.
Yes, he did. First and goal at the 5. Here's Emmett Smith. And Emmett cuts it back and into the end zone is Emmett.
But mistakes, characteristic of a team riding a 7-game road losing streak, let Minnesota first rally and then pull ahead.
Back. Firing deep. Randy Moss got it.
Playing in his final playoff game, Troy Aikman's 288 passing yards was his highest postseason mark since the 1994 NFC Championship game. But it wasn't enough. With Michael Irvin watching from the sideline, Dallas failed to score more than one touchdown for the 6th time in 1999. 2 days after this 27-10 loss, Cowboys head coach Chan Gailey was fired. Number 9. The Los Angeles Rams' first playoff victory under Sean McVay came at the expense of an underwhelming Dallas defense, which yielded 273 rushing yards in this 2018 divisional playoff game. Scott Linehan, in his final game as the Dallas offensive coordinator, made the right calls on a late drive that saw the Cowboys pull to within 8 points. But when the chips were down and their backs were to the wall, the Cowboy defense couldn't get the job done. Number 8. 1 week after recording the franchise's first playoff victory in 13 years, the Cowboys fell on their face at the Metrodome against Brett Favre and the Vikings. Sean Sweejan's right leg was a problem, missing 2 field goals. And with left tackle Flozell Adams watching his final game in a Cowboys uniform from the bench, Tony Romo endured one of the worst beatings of his career. Despite all of that, the game was still within reach for Dallas late in the third quarter. But that's when the pressure finally caused Romo and the Cowboys to snap.
Romo steps up, pulls it back, and throws an interception to Lieber.
The result of this interception was a fourth quarter landslide that saw Favre and the Vikings score 17 points and eliminate the Cowboys in embarrassing fashion.
That's their third of the day. Touchdown, Vikings.
Number 7. The Triplets' final playoff game together was a disaster from the start. Dropped passes stalled the offense early, a Richie Cunningham missed field goal cropped up a bit later, and Chan Gailey's attempt to lean on the running game backfired in a big way in the second quarter.
Emmett hitting the backfield. What a job by the Cardinal defense.
Consequently, the pressure fell upon the shoulders of the Cowboy defense and the Dallas passing game. The weight proved to be too much.
Midfield in a foot race. Adrian Morrell to the 4. Fourth and a yard for Dallas. A must-make situation. Here comes the blitz. Aikman to throw. They got it.
The Cowboys' 20-7 loss to Arizona was the team's first loss in the NFC East in 1998, after going a perfect 8-0 within the division during the regular season. Number 6. Troy Aikman called it the biggest waste of talent in NFL history. The Cowboys' 1996 playoff loss in Carolina was a mixture of untimely injuries and a continuance of their season-long struggles in the red zone. Carolina jumped out to a 14-3 lead, but Dallas still had their chances against the Panthers.
At the 2-yard line, third down now.
This has to be a pass.
Aikman throws. Darrell Johnston, who came down with the ball on a catch. Touchdown, Dallas. Snap goes over the head. The ball rolling into the end zone, over the head of Stark, and Stark rolls out of the end zone with it. Safety for Dallas, so they got their 2 points.
Trailing by 3 late in the first half, that's when Aikman made his first mistake of the game.
Protection's good. The pass is picked off. Two-man with the only man with a shot. Aikman. Chad Cota made the interception.
Another march into the red zone late in the fourth quarter ended with a predictable result for the Cowboys.
It's Emmitt Smith who comes out, and Aikman who drops to throw it. Fires. Incomplete. Incomplete. Now they got to take the field goal.
It all added up to a 26-17 loss. Number 5. Longtime sports columnist Randy Galloway said it best, describing the Cowboys' playoff performance against San Francisco as, quote, stupid. To be certain, Dallas played far from a smart game against the 49ers, committing a franchise postseason high 14 penalties and one all-time blunder to wrap it up. Gifted with one last chance to steal a victory, the Cowboys inexplicably wasted the game's final 14 seconds.
Can hold on to the ball. You need someone, San Francisco, to get to the quarterback here. Prescott takes off running the football. Whoa, I don't think this is going to work out. It will. They'll be able to clock this. They were planning for it. It's down. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, the official gets in the way. The game's over.
Gosh.
The game is over.
Oh, he did.
Number 4. With rookies Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott leading the way, the top-seeded Cowboys stormed back from an 18-point deficit to tie their 2016 divisional playoff matchup with Green Bay.
Bryant hitting stride. Bryant, touchdown. Prescott's going to take it and make it tie game.
But, in the end, Aaron Rodgers proved to be too much.
Comes underneath, and the pass is incomplete, out of bounds. Now they say complete. The official, the second one, came in and overruled the other, Jared Cook, and with 3 seconds left, the Packers are going to have a chance to win it. Send the Packers into the NFC Championship game. It is good! The Packers are moving on! Aaron Rodgers has done it again!
The 34-31 final was only the Cowboys' second loss at AT&T Stadium in 2016, and the first since Week 1. Number 3. In the franchise's first postseason visit to Lambeau Field since the Ice Bowl, The Cowboys pieced together a strong first half to take the lead.
Play action, wide open, Klutz, fullback, touchdown!
But the game turned on a third quarter play that came oh so close to being a big gainer for Dallas in the NFL's 2014 rushing champion.
Hand off to Murray, lost the ball. Green Bay is on top of it. Knocked out by Peppers. It's unbelievable what Julius Peppers does here. If he doesn't make this play, DeMarco Murray's hits his head on the goalpost, Joe. There was nobody there. It's the biggest hole that I have seen, certainly the biggest hole he's had here today. But Julius Peppers falls back into that play. He goes right for the ball and is able to knock it loose. Well, what a change right there.
Well, I'm with you. It was wide open to the end zone, and that may be the play of the game.
DeMarco Murray's fumble ignited a Packer comeback that saw Green Bay pull ahead halfway through the fourth quarter. But the ultimate coulda, shoulda, woulda was saved for the closing minutes when Tony Romo went for it all on fourth down.
Here's one down the sideline. Pass caught by Des Bryant. They're going to mark him inside the 1. And a brilliant catch by number 88. That was up for grabs, and Des Bryant went up and grabbed it.
After review, it has been determined that the receiver did not maintain possession of the football during the process of the catch. The ball comes loose, hits the ground, therefore the ruling is an incomplete forward pass.
The controversial ruling left Dallas in the short end of a 26-21 final and marked the Cowboys' 7th consecutive road playoff defeat. Number 2. The Dallas Cowboys' 5th consecutive postseason loss was a product of another late-game collapse. Following a third-quarter Seattle touchdown, Dallas trailed 13-10, but that all changed on the ensuing kickoff.
Defense, kickoff from Brown, taken by Miles Austin from the 7. Miles Austin with a big run back down the sideline, out in front of the Cowboy bench, and Miles Austin will take it all the way in for a 93-yard kickoff return touchdown.
No flags.
The beginning of a most bizarre playoff ending came with Dallas leading by 7 and their offense backed up deep in their own end. 6 minutes and 42 seconds remained.
After the interference, and then Ware made that big play, and the next thing you know, Dallas has the ball, and the pass out here to Glenn, and Glenn's going to lose the ball, but is it going to be saved before it goes out of bounds, and they're going to say yes for a touchdown.
The play was eventually ruled to be a safety, meaning that not only did the Seahawks get 2 points, but they also received possession of the ball. After Seattle went ahead with a long touchdown a few moments later, Tony Romo and Julius Jones highlighted an inspiring march that stalled out inside the 5-yard line. What followed on the fourth down play was pure heartbreak.
19-yard field goal attempt. Oh, it is fumbled by Romo, and then Romo's going to run to the end zone, and he's going to get tackled by Jordan Babineau. Amazing.
This 21-20 wildcard loss was the final game in the storied coaching career of Bill Parcells. Number 1. They were the NFC's number 1 seed and had already beaten the Giants twice in the regular season. If ever there was a playoff game that the Dallas Cowboys were supposed to win, their 2007 divisional matchup with New York was certainly it. But 2 plays, both involving Dallas wide receiver Patrick Creighton, provide a microcosm of just what kind of day it was for the Cowboys. Leading 17-14 in the third quarter, Tony Romo worked some magic and found Creighton breaking into the clear. How Romo's pass didn't result in a big play for the Cowboys has been a topic of water cooler discussion ever since. Creighton's presence was felt again in the game's closing seconds, with the Cowboys attempting to rally. After so many missed opportunities, the result of Romo's final pass seemed all but inevitable.
On fourth down, clock running, intercepted, Giants, McQuarters, and the New York Giants are 9 seconds away from advancing to the NFC Championship.